What is up, guys? Zombient here, and we are back with some more info for Alpha 17, so without further ado, let's jump right on into it. Before we start today's video, it'd be greatly appreciated if you guys checked out our Twitch channel, The Real Zombient. We stream games like 7 Days to Die, Dying Light, and Fallout 4. The schedule is also in the info panels on the Twitch channel, and we are going to be streaming on January 15th and continuing from there. So I hope to see you guys in our mini community that we are forming on Twitch, and yeah, let's get right onto the video. So the first feature that we have here is new player motion captured animation. So basically what this means is they completely did all the animations and it looks really smooth. So if you're going up a hill, you'll run a lot slower, and then if you're going down a hill, you'll run a lot faster, like incline and decline. It looks really nice, and this is going to pave the way to hopefully even more advanced animations like sitting down and driving vehicles. And there's also new different animations for females and male characters. The next feature is more with animation. You actually can see if your character is looking up and down now, instead of just seeing like your friend just kind of going side to side and not really seeing anything. Now we actually have animations for looking straight up and straight down, and it looks really nice, really smooth. You can see the character breathing. Everything looks really nice, so well done, Fun Pimps. The next feature is the bicycle. We finally have a sneak peek look at it, and it looks fantastic. All the animation on it is really smooth, and it looks really nice, especially with the turns and stuff. It looks fantastic. I can't wait to see this vehicle in the game. It's going to be something really nice early on. It has been stated that it's going to use stamina instead of fuel, since you don't use fuel on a bicycle. And it looks really nice. Just going straight down hills and stuff, you can see the incline and the speed, and it just looks really fantastic. Hopefully this vehicle will pave the way to other stamina-using vehicles like scooters and maybe skateboards, and it's just really awesome that they're adding this into the game. And of course there's the ability to hop on the vehicle as well to get over those cinder blocks and trash bags in the middle of the road. The next vehicle is the pickup truck. We did not actually get footage of the pickup truck yet, but overall it looks really cool so far with just the custom art. They did show us kind of what it would look like with the base kind of vehicle placeholder, and as you can see, zombies are actually reacting with the car hitting them. Here is also another vehicle that is coming to the game, the Hog motorcycle that we talked about in the other video. And as you can see, if you hit a zombie, whatever way they fall, they will get up. So if they fall face forward, they will push themselves up face forward and get up, and the same with falling backwards. This was a must-needed feature, and thank you so much for adding this into the game. Next up is the new deer and doe that are being added into the game, and they look really cool. Overall, they look a lot better than the old stags, and they just look really nice. You also have the doe, of course, and all the animations and stuff are really nice on them. And of course, if they're adding new animals into the game, there's got to be new ragdolls coming with it. So yes, they did improve the animal ragdolls, and they look fantastic. As you can see, just sliding straight down that mountain, freaking sick. And you have another shot here, boom, and sliding down. Looks awesome, flippin' amazing. Another major feature they're doing is they're completely overhauling the stamina, health, and wellness. So basically what they're doing is they're going to be adding about 5 attributes to the game. For example, one of them being strength, and if you pick strength, your character will be stronger, so that means you'd have more health. And this is going to vary between, personal preference, play styles, and this is going to add a lot more kind of like RPG mechanics to the game. They're also completely redoing the buff system, so it's a lot more flexible and works a lot better, and it can be triggered and modified by events during a buff's lifetime, basically. And I have no idea what that means. I just read that straight from the forums, so he didn't really go into depth with the buff system, but hopefully in the next couple videos he will kind of explain what this whole thing means. Now onto some smaller things. There's a new bus model they're adding into the game, which looks really cool. A new sort of mirror. It looks a lot more cleaner than the old medicine cabinets do. Of course, there's going to be tons of new paint textures, like a green, a gray, kind of like old ripped wallpaper. Everything looks really, really nice. There's also, I don't know if this is a shadow texture or is this actually a sink with water in it. That's exciting. And there's also a new sort of loot mechanic. So basically what this means is instead of walking to a house and going up to a cupboard and it just says empty, you'll actually visibly see them being empty. And this kind of, and it'll vary between certain buildings, so they won't always be empty in certain spots. So say you go into one building and the bottom right corner, that cabinet is empty. The next time you go into that building, it may not be empty. And they also did this with the microwaves and the fridges. As you can see in the fridges, there's all sort of like rotten milk and I don't know, it looks like an old rotten casserole. It looks really, really cool, and I'm excited to see if they're going to go into maybe more depth with this feature. So like if you loot a cabinet that has loot in it and you're done looting it, it'll be shown as empty now. I don't know, it's really interesting what they're doing there, so that has a lot of potential. We also got an updated version on the zombie closet, which looks really cool. And of course, the bathtubs are actually in the game now, and they look fantastic. They look really, really nice. You have different versions, you know. Some are empty, some are full. And there's also, as you can see in the back, there's shelves. And Joel said this is kind of going to be along with the like empty stuff. Like, so if the shelves are full, you'll have books on them. And if they're empty, you know, they won't have anything on them. And they also took that block that you get from when wood falls down, and they actually made it into an actual texture now. So if you see like a broken down house, you can actually like see it on there. Like, it's not just a physical block anymore. Now it's actually like a sort of texture, which is pretty cool. And they also have new sort of HP kind of like bars that you can see now on players, and I think that's pretty cool. I kind of like that you can see their your friend's health and stuff like that, so you'd be like, oh, use painkillers or use a medkit. But the thing I don't like is how they have it on zombies now. Like, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know, it kind of like breaks the immersion for me. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but it kind of like, it doesn't feel as realistic anymore. It kind of breaks that immersion. So if they add an option to turn that on and off, that would be fantastic. There's also new quests that will appear in the traders. So one of them will tell you to come to this like kind of like drug house, and as you can see, the drug house is really well done. There's all new pipes and stuff that they did. The pipes look really, really nice. And I don't know, this is going to add more depth to the quests. Like, maybe they'll be like, oh, go to this house and fetch this item and bring it back to me and I'll give you a reward. Like, stuff like this is really, really cool. So a lot of more, there's also going to be dynamically spawned like bosses to guard the quest objectives, which is going to be pretty cool as well. So a lot of new cool group quests are coming to the table, so it's going to be really interesting. I'm glad to see that they're leaning towards this sort of direction. But they're also really, really, really going in depth with the POIs. Like, they look fantastic. Like, just look at this burnt house. You wouldn't see any building like this right now in 7 Days to Die. So this is definitely going to be a game changer when it comes to looting. Looting is going to be a lot more interesting. There's going to be a lot more stuff to explore and kind of see for yourself. Like, everything's going to be completely overhauled. And I can tell you right now, I am really, really excited to go exploring in this update. Like, just look at this. There's no more ladders up to the attic. Now they actually have a drop-down attic with stairs going up. Like, that amount of detail that they're putting into this really shows that they're passionate and they care about how their buildings are going to look. Like, look at this sloped fallen floor. Like, that's amazing, amazing. Now, this next one is a big one. They are finally adding gun modifications, and this is awesome. They only showed us two. One of them was called Duck Bill, and basically what this did is it kind of like squeezed the crosshair so you can get multiple shots in one sort of like shot. And there was also a magazine extender. It didn't work in the video, but basically it extends the mag. But one thing he didn't say that I saw on the forums is now whole guns instead of parts are going to be in loot containers. So you're not going to find gun parts anymore. You're going to find whole like pistols and shotguns. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Leave your comments in the description. What do you guys think about that? And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And also follow us on Twitch and join our little group that we are creating on there. So this is Zombient signing off. Keep on surviving, survivors. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace! And have a good day, guys.